It's just a piece of fabric. Hi everyone, I'm Angelina and this is Blueprint DIY, where we remake our clothes to be just as unique as us. I am terrified of this video because you guys are gonna be like, aren't you the same person who told us to be afraid and do it anyway? Yes, I am the same person. Am I a hypocrite? Yes and no. No, because you guys don't know that I'm scared of most of the projects that I do here. So I'm constantly being afraid and doing it anyway. But I've come to confess, this confession time. There are some projects that I have been avoiding. Yes, I have been avoiding them, and I'm here to confess, out of the 6 projects that I'm scared to do, I'm here to let you guys pick one. I know every time I bring anything to y'all want to say everything. You get to pick one. Leave it in the comments, whichever one you guys majority pick. I am going to tackle it in spite of my fear. So yes, and I know some of you guys are like, you should tackle all your fears. Well, so should you. Y'all be getting sassy with me in these comments. Y'all know y'all do. 6 projects that I am scared to do. But before we do that, let's go back to a few projects in the past that I've been super scared to do, but I have overcome my fears and they actually turned out good. Typically, the projects that I'm most afraid of turn out the best. So there's a little reference for you. So that means I should probably do all of these, yes. But as you know, the things that you're most afraid of, you gotta like work up to them. So projects that I've been afraid to do in the past, anything like ugly transformations. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like when I did that ugly blue dress, that 90s prom dress. I was afraid to do that. Yes, I was afraid to do that. For one thing, that material, it could have given me the flux, the absolute flux. And I knew in that case what I was trying to make. So that one wasn't as scary, not nearly as scary as that ugly, yes, I said it was ugly because it's ugly to me. I know it's not gonna be ugly to everybody, but that ugly 80s dress, like the Golden Girls dress, which was all the rage in the 80s. And in the 80s, I probably would have loved it, absolutely. But right now, I have no love for it, and it had no love for me. That dress kicked my butt. In the end, I did find a way to work with it, but it said, I heard you said I was ugly, and I'm fighting back. It fought me back. So it's projects like that that make me think twice before I do another one. They do, I'm not gonna lie. They make me think twice before I do another one. And then the last ugly project that I've done on this channel that I was afraid of is the one where I went to the thrift store and let you guys pick the ugliest thing, and I remade it. Now that one turned out, I love how it turned out. It's so pretty, just so pretty and current really, with those butterfly sleeves and the flounce sleeve I think it's called. But yes, love that project. Next up is a project that you guys absolutely went crazy for. It is this blazer sweater. I was so scared to do this project. It's something I found on Pinterest and fell in love with. But anything where you're talking about a blazer can become very complicated very easy. And I knew I was piecing these 2 pieces together and my construction was going to be important and everything like that. So that made me super nervous about that. I did conquer it. I absolutely did conquer it. And if you guys are wondering, I still have all of these pieces, absolutely all of them. But yes, that is one of my hardest projects, one of the ones I was the most afraid of, and one of the ones that I'm the most proud of. And last up is a recent video. It's the sleeve video. And you guys are like, Angelina, how could you have been afraid to do that video? Because you've done a ton of puffy sleeves. Well, this is the thing. I knew that in that video, I had to teach you guys in a better way how to do them. And you guys know I hate patterns. But I knew that that was going to be the best way to teach you guys. And I am not professionally trained in sewing. And so things like that scare the bejeebers out of me just because I don't want to lead people astray. And so yes, I tell you guys, like, I am not a professional. I'm just showing you what I did and just giving you the best way I can tell you how to do it. But that scares me. But but in the end, it turned out well. We came out with 3 absolutely gorgeous tops, and we're gonna be doing some more sleeves soon. All right, so let's get into the 6 projects that I am super scared to do. Number 1, anything with patchwork from scratch. And what I mean by that is when you take patches of fabric, piece them together, and then just make something out of it. That scares the mess out of me. You guys know that I don't like to work with just plain fabric. Plain fabric, it gives me nothing. Like, it's just a limp noodle. It's just sitting there. And it doesn't say to me what it wants to be. Now, of course, back in the day when I first learned how to sew, you go to the store, you find a pattern, then you find the fabric that you want to go with that pattern. But once I became older, I knew that I was over patterns. Like, I can't even get into it. I guess at some point I should say like why I just really don't like patterns, but I don't like patterns. And so I decided that thrift store clothes, actual clothes speak to me, and old clothes speak to me, not current clothes, but old clothes speak to me. They tell me they want to be transformed, and they actually do tell me what they want to be. So once you patch together that fabric, it's just a piece of fabric. And so unless I specifically knew what I wanted to make out of it ahead of time, then it's really hard for me. I know I've done this kind of patchwork dress, which turned out amazing, but I was already working off of inspiration, so that was a little bit different. And a ton of you guys have requested that I do just, oh, you should take those scraps and put them together and make something. So if you want to see me try that, put it down in the comments. Second is anything with piping. I don't even know why this scares me, but piping, it slightly scares me. You know, like before I used to be super scared of buttonholes. Now I'm not so much scared of them because I've had practice with them. I think that's what it is about piping. I just don't have enough practice with it. And so that's probably something I should practice, but I see so many gorgeous and fire projects with piping. I mean, piping is one of those things I just absolutely love. Like almost anything, you put white piping on it, it takes it to another level. That's just how I feel. Like, I see things walk down the runway, and if it has like white piping on it, or if it's like a light color and it has just like stark black piping on it, I'm just like, So I really need to get with the program and work with the piping. I don't know, but if you want to see me do that, put it in the comments. Next up is something you guys have requested on many occasion, and it is a fitted corset. And do I think they're gorgeous? I think they're absolutely gorgeous. However, I've done a couple of corset like tops or like bra tops and different things like that, and I didn't particularly care for the outcome so much, so I have been avoiding them. I ain't gonna lie, I confess, I have been avoiding them, guys. But I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I think they're amazing. I think it would look great on me. And I really want a black leather one. Like, I want one really bad. And of course, I'm not gonna buy it. So the only way I would get one is to make it. Or if I found one at the thrift store. That would be super lucky. So if you want to see me make a black leather corset, put it in the comments. I'm getting scared. Like, this is making my anxiety go up a little bit. This whole video is making my anxiety go up a little bit, but I'm gonna be okay. That's why I said one. You guys get one, and then eventually, you know, we'll tackle these as we go. But these are the highest. These are the things that make me the most afraid. All right, so number 4 is a wedding dress upcycle. Okay, so I actually said I was gonna do this a while ago, and I never bought the wedding dress from the thrift store. And I actually have my own wedding dress that probably should be upcycled because I have attachments to it, of course, but no attachments to it as is because I can't fit it and I don't plan to wear it as is anymore. That's another thing that scares me, like upcycling things that have sentimental attachment. So I would most likely get a wedding dress from the thrift store and upcycle it, but I haven't done that, and I've seen some people upcycle. Matter of fact, our contestant number 9, Jimena, she upcycled her mom's wedding dress. Super cute, super just special. And I saw that, I was just like, I've been meaning to do that for so long. You guys have requested it, and I've just never done it. I don't know why, because it could be anything. It could become anything. It doesn't even have to be formal. It could become anything. So yeah, that's something I've been afraid to do. And if you want to see that, put it in the comments. All right, so number 5 is something that's not that extravagant. It is this particular blazer. You guys, a bunch of you guys have requested it, and I don't really know why I haven't done it yet. I think because I think that it's actually gonna be more difficult than it seems. Like, it seems like you'll just cut some strips, add more to the strips, and then wrap it around. That's what it seems. But I have a feeling that it's gonna be a little bit more difficult than that. So I've been a little bit scared. This one's not like up here, it's about down here. But yeah, I've been a little bit scared to do this. So many of you guys have requested it. If you wanna see it, put it in the comments. Whew. And last up, number 6 is a swimsuit. Yes, I have been so afraid to upcycle a swimsuit. I'm not afraid to wear swimsuits at the beach, of course, but I would feel so self-conscious modeling it that, I don't know, it might just freak me out. It might just freak me out. But I've wanted to make one, and I've wanted to do a tutorial on one, try to upcycle one. Not upcycle a swimsuit, already made swimsuit, but upcycle something into a swimsuit. Here's a couple that I love that I've been wanting to try. I think they would be super flattering on me, but that's been holding me back. And as much as I push like body positivity and loving yourself, I don't know. I don't know why, but for the sake of getting over fears, if you want to see that, put it in the comments. Yeah, so I will be doing one probably in the month of June, early June. We are going to tackle this. So you guys have until then to let me know what you want, and I will calculate it and see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be looking at it like, you know, like biting my nails to see which one you guys choose. But at the very least, whatever it is, since you guys pick, I know you're gonna blow up the video. I know that it will be worth it, no matter what the work is, no matter how much time it takes. I know it'll be worth it. So yeah, that definitely encourages me. And you guys, you are the most supportive and encouraging community on the planet. I don't see anybody's comments as positive. Nobody else's community is as positive as this one. You guys are absolutely amazing to me. You're amazing. You're so good to me. So I appreciate you. And yeah, and you guys know this is a little bit of reverse psychology, because I'm also encouraging you to get over your fears as well. I see how I did that. But yes, we are going to do this together, because I have so many of you are conquering your fears. You tell me in the comments, and it just makes me so happy. And I just really wanted you to know that we're doing this together. You guys may think that I'm super courageous, that I'm just doing all of these projects, but there are some, I just told you, there are some that give me pause and that just freak me out. So we're going to do this thing together, and I hope you guys are super excited. I definitely have other projects for you to watch right here. Definitely subscribe if you don't want to miss what this project is that I do, or anything else crazy that we have going on here. And I have other projects for you to watch right here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.